Adults aren't the only one who need to have good financial skills. Why not start developing those when you're a teen? Well, joining us now is financial professional Mindy McIntosh from McIntosh & Associates. Thanks for being with us, as always. So, Mindy, why is, first of all, summer a perfect time for teens to start thinking about money lessons?
Well, realistically, we don't see this taught during school. So it kind of comes along with this is the time that school's getting out. Teachers want you to kind of continue some sort of education through the summer, and it's just not taught in those schools. So we really want to start implementing that in children now at all ages. And there's just a lot of things parents can do. We saw over 42% are not preparing and don't know, but the good news is that they are eager to find out some more information.
That's awesome. And also, summer is a time when, teens are in school during the school year. In the summer, they might get a job, their first job.
Correct. Yeah, they might get a job, and so we kind of put together 5 different tips of what can, students really do and start thinking about as they're creating. And we really start to say, parents, why don't we at least start with a good time to set up a checking account?
Okay.
Maybe a no-fee checking account, no minimum balance, so that way it's allowing these kids to actually start to manage their own money, kind of be accountable for their own money.
Right, take some responsibility and be able to, now everything's online on their phone. They can see exactly what's happening, and a lot easier than making mom drive you to the bank, right?
That's right. And it just kind of gives them kind of some credibility to start watching that themselves. And, we want parents to start teaching their children to create some sort of a budget. So it needs to be very simple. So we say, let's start a simple budget where they sit down with them, maybe weekly, and look at what expenses do they have. We realize they don't have a lot of expenses, but what are their wants? Now that they're receiving a paycheck, what are those actual wants, and what is that budget looking like? And they can sit down month to month, and then we have them come in and we kind of review that with them and their children or with their grandchildren, depending on their age.
It's like budget for beginners.
Yeah, so it's a budget for beginners, so we don't want to make this big, huge thing when you might be in your early teens. But that way, it allows us to see what is their budget, so now we can start setting some realistic goals.
Okay.
So if we set some goals, we can really take a look at, first of all, what are they looking for? Step 1, is it to buy a movie ticket? Is it to go see a concert? Or is it a kind of a step 2 phase, or kind of their midterm phase of maybe they're buying a laptop or a new cell phone?
Bigger ticket item.
How are they saving for that? And then the third is the biggest thing, are they saving for college? Are they looking for a new home? So some very realistic long-term goals, just as you're young, to start kind of putting things in perspective for them.
And then I know there's a tip about taxes. Got to teach them young.
You need to teach them young, and you need to teach them that, okay, now they're receiving maybe their first paycheck. Well, the amount that they're earning, they're not receiving all of that. So what's going to federal and state taxes, what's going to, Medicare, where is that going for Social Security, and then having them to help prepare their own. So don't do all the work for them.
Right. They need to learn for themselves. And really quickly, last tip, investing. Invest early is your tip.
Right. Now they're receiving income, so as long as their parent's a co-signer, it's a wonderful time to start a Roth IRA. So we have our clients do that. They do not have to report that to have any type of financial aid, and it's also tax-free growth. So setting a realistic idea of what percentage they can put away for their future can make all the difference now.
All right, Mindy, thank you so much as usual. I learn something every time you're here.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.